Good evening, everyone. I also be on Charlie. We are entering into another weekend again, another weekend of interesting games coming up. After what happened in the midweek games in the Champions League, Charlie, some teams were flattered to deceive Chelsea, Barcelona, and those stars. They just ruined everything that we planned for in the midweek games. But we are here to go into the weekend games coming up before the international break. There are some juicy games coming up. When we go to the Premier League, there's a big two games coming up. But the biggest one will be the Man City and Liverpool game. That will be the biggest game, I think, in the whole of Europe. I think that will be the biggest game coming up this weekend. And we get Tottenham and Manchester United, which is also another big game. So we will dissect into all those stuff and we will see how we go into it. But hope everyone is fine. Charlie. Okay, let's go into the games. And we will go into the Premier League first because the first game of the weekend in the Premier League start off with Manchester United and Tottenham. With Tottenham is playing home, and this is a very good game. Early kickoff. Premier League today, early kickoff. We see the surprise in Guam, but this one is between two big teams, so there won't be no surprises here. So we just have to go into the games, and I've been reading some interesting like records in this game. Do you know that in the last 4 games between them, Tottenham have won all last season? Yeah, that was all last season. In just one season, they played 4 games and Tottenham won all. They played Tottenham won in both games in the league. Tottenham won all. Beating Manchester United home and away in the league, and then the Carabao Cup they also beat United there. And the most recent one, they remember the one that is really like everyone remember is the Carabao Cup final, which Tottenham scored 1-0 and they won the trophy from United. Yeah, so it's like Tottenham have been I've been on some good form against United in the last 4 games, and obviously going into this game, I think United have to stop this because see, Tottenham is not your Manchester City of 3 seasons ago, your Liverpool of some 2 seasons ago, who have been dominant, that will be beating you 4 times in a row. No. Tottenham is a big team, alright. They are a big team in England, alright. But it shouldn't be against United. Like they've won all of their 4 games against United. And going into this game, one thing that I've realized in this United team is, and that's what is helping them now, is like in the middle of the park, like the Bruno and Casemiro. At first, now Mourinho, he hasn't figured out what would be the best for them to perform. So most of their games that they've won that I've watched, United have been compact. Like they've been like the spaces between the midfield and the defense have been close. Like not like at first you can see the huge gap between Manchester United defense and their midfield, and even the attack. You can see that's why they've been conceding more. Even in the Brighton game, when Brighton got the 2 goals against United, making it 3-2, United got panicked some style, but due to that Bruno brilliant whether pass or whatever, that got Mbeumo the 4th goal, settle everything. But coming into this game, United have been compact. They've been close. Like there's not much spaces between their midfield, attack and defense. So I think United Amorim have figured something out. And I think the reason why they've been struggling is, I might say, time Amorim Bayern. United have been playing 3 games. They've been playing every 3 days. Every 3 days, like you play in the league, whether it's Tuesday, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, then you come and play in midweek. That's Thursday Europa. So they've been playing 3 days. But this season, United are not playing in any competition apart from the Premier League and the Europa League and the Carabao and the FA Cup. Even the FA Cup hasn't started yet, and even the Carabao, they've been eliminated by Grimsby, which was shocking to most of us. but that's a discussion for another day. So it seems like Amorim have figured something out for this United team, and they've been okay, because for a coach to have his players like most of the time, like they are not playing in any competition in Europe. So if they play Saturday or Sunday, they will wait. I'm talking about the United team. They will wait till the next Saturday or Sunday before they play. So Amorim can figure out what to do with the team, and they've got some cohesion going, and it's helping them. That's what is helping them, and I like that. I like that, and I like coaches who are stubborn. Like me, my philosophy. That's what I will die with. I won't change my philosophy, and that's what Amorim has done, which has got him on like is it four games unbeaten, winning the last 3, and drawing the most recent one against Forest. So I think United have been good on that. And when it about Tottenham, I don't know. In this Tottenham team, they are very good, but it seems like we know Tottenham's coach. What's the name? Thomas Frank. He's a very pragmatic coach. When he come in, like, so no, but no so nyawo you know to me, yeah, he will just do his players back, with like give you the ball, do whatever you want to do with it. I'm ready to defend. That's who he is. But say like obetumi ayabo so he will do it. Like in game state, we call something game state, like how the game is going. That's how he will adapt to it, and he's done that with Brentford very brilliantly. Why yes, I know Brentford I'm a more before ending their job at Tottenham. But in this Tottenham team, it seems like they don't defend well. Even though you can see Tottenham have improved. When you look at the table, they are currently on seat, which last season they ended up on 14 or 15 position. So you might say, oh, they've improved. Even they've improved on the table. But when you check their performances, it hasn't improved. It's the same thing. It hasn't improved at all. It's the same thing. It's just that they are getting the result. And in this Tottenham team, like there's not too many goals in this team. Richarlison is not scoring. Solanke hasn't been lucky, getting injury in and out like anyhow. And 2, like he hasn't figured his first 11 for the team. So and it's all because of injuries. So today you see Sa Odubet and this guy, this Argentine guy. Is it Bentancur in the middle of the park? The next game you see him changing the lineup, and he'll be playing this guy. He'll be playing this guy that they bought from was it Leipzig? Yeah, Xavi Simons. So like he hasn't got his like first 11 sets, and one thing that's worried them is how he has restricted Kudus to the right side of the attack. It's even disturbed. It's like it can really disturb. It's really disturbing him. True, because Kudus is not that your out and out winger, even though he can play that position, but it's not his position. Kudus is a player who always like thrive when he's on the ball, like get the ball, take on players, like and at that wing, at that right side of the attack, Kudus can't do that. He can do that at the middle of the park. That's when he's playing as the number 10, the attacking midfielder for the team, and he can even score from that side, because we've seen it at West Ham. We even saw some at Ajax when he was there. When West Ham, he did the same thing. So when you restrict him to the right side of the attack, it even worries the team. But going into this game, I think Tottenham doesn't defend well. Even United too doesn't defend well the same. But I think if there will be a win, because of what happened last season, losing all 4 games against them, United might get a reaction from that, and that should be something that should motivate the team going forward, so that they can get a win. So I must stick with United getting the win, or probably a draw game, because I don't see how Tottenham are getting goals in this game. There might be a goal, but I don't see how Tottenham is scoring from this game. The next game is Everton Fulham. I'll stick my neck out and go for Everton. Everton straight because they've not impressed me this season at all. West Ham, Burnley, I'll go for West Ham win. Even though Burnley are very good, but I'll go for West Ham win. Arsenal, Sunderland. This is not a game that Arsenal should be worried about. This is not a game Arsenal should be worried about. But they should be careful because of the threat that this Sunderland team oppose. Because they've been very good ever since they made their return to the Premier League. They've been very good. When you check the table, I think they are on 4th position. So that should tell you that a team that just returned from relegation, getting back to the Premier League, being on the 4th position, and see, they've been brilliant. Former Arsenal player, Arsenal captain Granit Xhaka has been brilliant in the middle of the park with his partner, Noah Sadiki. They've been brilliant. That guy, very, very physical, very. Anyway, like, see, one thing that I can advise Arteta is going into this game. They are going away all right, but he shouldn't. If they want to get some good goals and get a win from this team, they should just be patient, because this is a team who have been like they like chaotic game drama. So you have to control the game, calm everything down. You get your first goal, then tell your players to calm their nerves down, calm down, and control the game. Simple. Arsenal will win. Arsenal will win, but they should just be careful. That's what I want to see. Chelsea against Wolves. Chelsea should be careful. But see, this game, if Wolves play low block, Chelsea will suffer, because Enzo Maresca have shown that any team that plays when he faces a team that plays low blocks, it doesn't have any antidote to that. So they should just be careful. But I think Chelsea will win. Aston Villa Bournemouth 1.5. Newcastle Brentford. I will go for Brentford win, because Newcastle are proving for the past 3 seasons that when they come to their home, they are very physical. They will beat you. No matter what you do, they will beat you. But when they come away, they are frustrating. They play as if they don't play football before. Because even in their midfield, they don't have any they don't have any offensive midfielder in the team. They are all defensive midfield, like Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes, who we call Bruno G. They are very physical, very physical. So they don't create anything from the midfield. They just create from their arranged play. That's what they do. So I can say Brentford will win this game, but it might end up being a draw. And this game will be a very nice game. If I get my time, I watch this game. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. It will be a very good game. Very good game. That one to 1.5. Nottingham Forest list, I'll go for another 1.5 there. Or probably Nottingham Forest win this game. And the biggest game of the weekend against City against Liverpool. This is a very tough game. This is a very tough game. Tough game for both teams. Yeah. And let me see. In their last 2 games, I think last season Liverpool beat Pep home and away, Man City home and away. Yeah, they beat them home and away. And see, Liverpool coming into this game, they will be more confident, because in their last 2 games they've won. And the one that boosts their confidence will be that Madrid game, because if not for Courtois, of course he's the best. Courtois there, he's the best. It's just that we are not giving him that much attention that he deserves. He's the best. If not for Courtois, Liverpool would have trashed Madrid out 6-7, because the kind of save that he made in that game. I was watching the game, I was like, hey. So what was wrong with Madrid? They can't do anything. They were just controlling the game, and see, Liverpool on top of that game. Liverpool on top. They were just unlucky that Courtois was in the post that day. If not for Courtois, Madrid would have been down by 6 goals, 7 goals. And coming into this game, if that how they played in their last 2 games, if they will play the same thing, I think they will beat City. Of course, if they played the same, they will beat City. And this City team have shown that all their burden, they've put it on Erling Haaland. So if Erling Haaland doesn't score, no one score, because it seems like they built the team around him. And it even shows in some of their games. I think the game that they lost against Aston Villa, 1-0. See, Haaland was off. So City didn't win. They didn't get even. I think they play only 1 shot on target. in that game against Aston Villa. They play only one shot on target, and like when Erling Haaland doesn't score, City no one. And do you know that this season Erling Haaland has played 10 games in the league and he has scored 13, and the next top scorer for Manchester City is on 1 goal, just 1 goal. He has scored only 1 goal in the league. So it tells you like how they built the team. They built it around Erling Haaland, and everything shows that going into this game. And even Konate and Van Dijk have shown that if they close off Erling Haaland, like if they cut all the supplies coming to him, he can't feed on anything. Like he won't score, he won't do anything. So they should just, Liverpool have to defend well. 2, Bradley have to play, because Bradley and Robertson will have to play the right back and left back respectively, because Frimpong and Kekes have shown that they are wing backs. They are not your left back and your right backs. No, that's what that's been their trade. Like that's what they've done in their former teams. So I think if Arne Slot maintained the lineup that he played against Real Madrid, they might win this game. But I'll take my neck out and go for draw, because I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'll do my bias more. But this will be a very interesting game. But if you're a Panther and want to bet, please take this game out. Take this game out, please. In the German Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen playing against Hoffenheim. That one, Bayern versus Union Saint-Gilloise. Hey, Union Berlin. Let me see. That one will be interesting, but Bayern will win, of course. You can't be on 15 games run and 15 games unbeaten run and go and lose to Union Berlin. No, it won't be possible. Bayern will win it. Let me see the Italians here. Let me see the toughest game over there. Let me see. But that Man City team will be a very interesting game. Very. That game will be very good. You don't have to miss that game. You don't have to miss it at all. You don't have to miss it. Okay, so Lazio is playing against Inter Milan at Giuseppe Meazza. This game will be nice. But I think Inter will win. Inter will win this game. Inter will win because Inter have been on some good form recently, and watch out for their striker. Is it Esposito? That guy is very good. He's very good. In their last 4 matches, Inter have won 2 and they've drawn 2. So it can tell you that the form that they are going in with on the game. I think Inter will win that game. Madrid playing against, let me see La Liga matches. Madrid playing against Rayo Vallecano. Madrid straight win. Barcelona, Celta Vigo. This will be a very tough game for Barcelona because of how Celta Vigo have fared against them these days. They've been worried Barcelona. Even last season that Barcelona were flamboyant, they were like on top of their everything. They struggled to beat them, even though it was Barcelona win, but they struggled to beat them. See last season in their first game they drew 2-2, and in the second game Barcelona won by 4-3. That should tell you how close. Anytime that they meet, how close it is. Barcelona hasn't scored them like those 7-6. 5-4-0 that they've been trashing teams with. No, anytime that they go there, it's always a tough game for them. So I expect Barcelona to win, but I expect them to suffer for it. Yeah, I expect Barcelona to suffer for it. So yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much. That's my preview of the games coming up over the weekend, Charlie. Let's go and see how things will pan out. But hopefully, the team that we've tipped to win all their games will win, so that anyone that bets can get something, because nowadays the bets now, even now they go, Charlie. Okay, thank you guys very much. Thank you very much.